Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to discuss Dickens's literary techniques, means the techniques that he adopted while writing his works, novels. So let us begin. Dickens is often described as using idealized characters and highly sentimental scenes in contrast with his caricatures and the ugly social truths he reveals. In the story of Nell Trent in Old Curiosity Shop, 1841, was received as extremely moving by contemporary readers but viewed as ludicrously sentimental by Oscar Wilde. One must have a heart of stone to read The Death of Little Nell, he said in a famous remark, without dissolving into tears or laughter. These are the words of Oscar Wilde. Some readers found it heart-moving, heart-touching, and heart-rendering when the little Nell Trent dies in the novel The Old Curiosity Shop. But, in the words of Oscar Wilde, one may laugh or dissolve into tears while reading the novel The Old Curiosity Shop. G.K. Chesterton stated, "It is not the death of Little Nell, but the life of Little Nell that I object to, arguing that the maudlin effect of this description of her life owed much to the gregarious nature of Dickens's grief, his despotic use of people's feeling to move them to tears in works like this." The question as to whether Dickens belongs to the tradition of the sentimental novel is debatable. Valerie Burton, in her book Dickens and the Sentimental Tradition, sees him continuing aspects of his tradition and argued that his sentimental scenes and characters are as crucial to the overall power of the novels as his darker or comic figures and the scenes, and that Dombey and Son is Dickens's great triumph in the sentimentalist tradition. The Encyclopedia Britannica comments that despite patches of emotional excess, such as the reported death of Tiny Tim in A Christmas Carol, 1843, Dickens cannot really be termed as a sentimental novelist. In Oliver Twist, Dickens provides readers with an idealized portrait of a boy so inherently and unrealistically good that his values are never subverted by either brutal orphanages or coerced involvements in a gang of young pickpockets. While later novels also center on idealized characters like Esther Summerson in Bleak House and Amy Dorrit in Little Dorrit. This idealism serves only to highlight Dickens's goal of poignant social commentary. Dickens's fiction reflecting what he believed to be true of his own life makes frequent use of coincidence either for comic effect or to the emphasis the idea of providence. For example, Oliver Twist turns out to be the lost nephew of the upper class family that rescues him from the dangers of the pickpocket group. Such coincidences are a staple of 18th century picaresque novel, such as Henry Fielding's Tom Jones, which Dickens enjoyed reading as a youth. So, friends, this was the literary technique that Dickens followed in his works. So, that is all for this lecture. We will meet in the next lecture.